It's on Do Not Disturb.
Alrighty, you ready?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Well, get ready. Okay.
Get the fuck ready, Elena. Because your fucking podcast is starting. Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all. Welcome the fuck back to the MiscELENaeous podcast, like sort of 2.0. I'm your host, Elena Davies. I'm really excited to be back, but like low-key, kind of nervous. I feel like I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself to make this awesome. And I don't know why, because just naturally I'm awesome. And I think if you're here after 4 years, I've really fooled you into loving me. So, you know, you like it. But I am super excited because this is MiscELENaeous 2.0. This is the rebrand. I'm sitting in front of a camera. I got a fucking ring light on me. There's pink backlighting. If this doesn't scream, I'm a professional, then all hope is lost because it's not getting better than this, guys. I put blush on for you bitches, and this is a podcast. But yeah, I mean, we look cuter. I mean, I look still very cute, like in 6D. That hasn't changed much, but like the rebrand is cute. We're going to be on YouTube. Right, Madeline?
Yeah.
We have a Madeline now.
Hello.
I have a producer. Her name is Madeline.
Ayo.
It's exciting.
It is.
We still have a Eugenia as well. She's here on episode 1. It just wouldn't be episode 1. What is this? Episode 204. But like the episode back, we have to have Eugenia, or it wouldn't be right.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to be here. And why don't we know what episode this is? That's a little embarrassing.
Is it?
Kinda.
I have so many other things to keep up with. Like
I know, but this is a special day. If only we had Shay Shannon here, she could tell us.
Wait. 4 years of the MiscELENaeous podcast. Isn't that crazy? That actually is crazy. So I feel like I should do like a little bit of like a reintroduce myself, a recap of how I got here. I know, as I've mentioned, a lot of y'all have been here, but I'm hoping, and maybe this is me manifesting, that a bunch of new people are coming to the MiscELENaeous podcast for all this miscellaneous fun. We're going to just welcome in more misfits. So maybe they should know a little bit about me. I feel like that. Also, as well as my mom knows me, Madeline doesn't know shit about me.
Yeah.
So I feel like my producer should get to know me too. I don't know much about her either. This is the second time we've met.
Yeah.
We're really close.
We are. Yeah, we're besties.
We're really good friends.
Childhood friends.
We go way back
Yeah.
till like 2 business days ago.
Yeah.
So anyway, my backstory is an interesting one. I was going to say boring, but like that's not true. Like my life has been really weird. I started out on the Kid Craddock morning show, at least my public figure life did. I was a huge fan. I love Kid Craddock. He's a legend. He will go down in history and in my heart as like one of the most talented, coolest people of all time. And I like long story short, he kind of just thought I was funny on Twitter. I was a huge fan of the show, so I was interacting with them often. And after he passed, Kelly reached out to me. Again, an icon, a legend, a queen, one of the only people in the world that I actually care what she thinks about me. Sorry, Mom, you actually don't give a shit what you think if I'm being like dead ass. But Kelly Raspberry, I care. It's weird.
That hurt, but go ahead.
No, it's just because like, and here's the thing. I know Kelly has unconditional love for me, but like you literally have unconditional love for me. So like you've seen me at my worst. You've seen me at my best. You still like me. So I'm just solid in that.
Yes,
and
I have seen it all.
Yeah, like I farted
True.
in your face. So
You were little, you were 3, but yes, you did do that. So
I
that's a true
actually
fact.
do appreciate
I like
you.
how she had to put a disclaimer.
I know. I'm glad you did that because there could be all these new people that I hope are coming to the MiscELENaeous podcast. Just imagine me bent over, cheeks spread, farting in my mom's face.
Here you go, Mom.
Things are weird, and we do explore fetishes on this podcast. I've had a fart fetish, person on. that just isn't mine and my mom's personal dynamic. It's a no judgment zone. I want you to come as you are. And if you come from farts in your face, then so be it.
You were welcome here.
Yeah.
You're welcome here. I just want to clarify, I don't fart in my mom's face. Actually, while I am here and technically on the record, I've not farted in anyone's face as an adult.
Oh, that's good to know.
The sigh of relief.
I think it's good to know.
I mean, I don't think I did it purposefully.
But maybe you have.
But maybe I
You've
have.
been like getting eaten out and you just like let one slip.
Oh, now she's getting to know you.
Yeah,
I know.
Now we know each other.
I was about to say, welcome to the fucking MiscELENAeous podcast.
Ooh, the
my
look on her face.
Where we do talk about farts in your face.
Yeah.
But yeah, what was I talking about before?
Kelly Raspberry.
Right, the
How
perfect
awesome.
transition from
Yeah.
farts in your face to Kelly Raspberry.
Yep.
Of course, that's how we got there. But yeah, so I was on the Kid Craddock morning show for a little bit and ended up on Big Brother. Both of those things actually a bit happened on accident. I wasn't really going out of my way to seek it, but I was excited about the opportunity presenting itself. I thought that my life would not get cooler. The second that Kid Craddock followed me on Twitter, I was like, this is it, folks. I've peaked. How old was I? 23?
Mm-hmm. You sent me a message immediately when that happened. It was very exciting for you.
It was.
I remember that day.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, so that was where I got like my taste for talking into microphones. I got used to the sound of my own voice very quickly. I'm a huge fan of myself now. Just truly probably my biggest fan. And then wound up on Big Brother. They reached out to me to cast, and I was like, y'all gotta fuck off because I know what you're gonna do to me. You're gonna villainize me. You're gonna only put all my worst angles on television. I know this game, but at the same time, it was naturally good time for me to be leaving the Kid Craddock morning show. I think we were all on board for that. And I just said, I'm open to the things that the Lord has for me. So if I'm meant to be on this stupid reality TV show, I'm going to get on it. And I thought for certain I was going to win $500,000. Actually, I did not. I did not think I was going to win $500,000, but I thought I would at least make it to top 5 and maybe win America's Favorite House Guest because I was really funny. None of that shit happened. Instead, I got myself into an extremely toxic relationship and really dragged that out for way too long. Got cheated on publicly. The whole ex on the beach thing happened. And through my trauma, I started the MiscELENAeous podcast in 2019. Sadly, my second episode was my breakup episode. That I have to make a statement because E! News already put it out on the internet. So we went from real fun to real depressed real quick. And that year wasn't great. But look at us now. I mean, okay, here's the thing. I listened to my podcast, my first episode back. I listened to a little bit of it on the way here to record in this studio where I'm on camera. You can watch this on YouTube. I look fucking beautiful.
Yeah, where she's professional.
I actually can't stop staring at myself. I feel like I'm back on Big Brother right now because we would just have those like window mirrors all around the house, and I'd be like talking game, and I'm like, yeah, so like, do you like where's your head at? And I'm just
She is
staring at
posing
myself.
right now.
Yeah, I'm like, God, my teeth look so white. Like I look snatched as hell. And this is an optical illusion because I'm not in my peak right now. I need to get my hair done. I've got a little pimple. So is there a filter on this, Madeline?
No, I'm just really good at camera work.
This girl's good. If you don't listen to the podcast for me, at least watch the podcast for her. But anyway, I was like, I wonder how much has changed in 4 years because the first episode was Elena 101, Get to Know Me. And so I went back and I listened to some of the questions and I'm like, okay, well, number one, first thing that hasn't changed is I started the podcast. Well, did I technically start it single, Mom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were single.
Yeah, I was single.
You were
I
for
was
sure.
very recently dumped. I remember recording the first episode and I had Paige Skinner on to interview me. That's how fucking narcissistic I am. I'm like, hey guys, I'm going to start a podcast. I'm going to have an actual journalist come on and interview me for my own podcast. So if you're not a huge fan of me, you're not going to like it here.
Paige had done, she did an article on you. What was it for D Magazine?
Yeah, maybe. Dallas
Magazine.
Is that a magazine?
Yeah, D Magazine.
D Magazine.
Sure.
And,
Maybe that was.
yeah, she featured you on that. And so that's how
Yeah,
y'all
she's
got
a
to-
really good writer.
She is.
That might be
y'all
my
really
favorite.
connected.
Anything that someone's written about me
Where did y'all record at? I don't even
at
know.
mine and Mark's house.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, and he was gone. We were like in the middle of our breakup, sort of, and she came over to record it. He went to the gym, and I remember him coming back after recording, and he brought me a salad from Cowboy Chicken, and I was like, "Yeah, he loves me. We're gonna get through this. This is just a speed bump." He brought me a salad. No, guys. We didn't get through it. That salad was fucking shit. It meant nothing. God. Anyway,
Merch idea?
do what?
A merchandise idea?
Yeah,
F the salad.
fuck the salad.
Right?
Fuck the salad. Thanks, guys. Please buy that. No, honestly, I need support. So yeah, started the podcast single. 4 years in, I'm still like pretty single. I don't know why I use the word pretty. I'm pretty, period. I'm single, period. Those are two separate thoughts. I started the podcast drinking $3 bottle of wine, and 4 years in, it's an $8 cup of Starbucks.
Let's
So
go.
I'm sober, not exclusively, not all the time, not indefinitely, just right now. And I think that's notable because I also recorded my first episode in the middle of the day, a weekday.
Mhm.
And I did drink a whole bottle of wine. So I guess I've gotten used to this a bit, or I care less. Hard to say. I no longer live with my mom, and I did technically when I started my podcast, kind of.
Well, because of what had happened in your
Because-
relationship, you skedaddled out of there pretty quick. And
It's
so,
apparently very weird to live with your ex-boyfriend unless there's like a camera crew around.
yeah,
Mm.
Because we
Yeah.
did do that later on a TV show.
yeah.
So I guess technically I was still technically living in the house the first episode, but like maybe not. Maybe I drove there for, I don't know. It's 4 years ago, guys. How the fuck am I supposed to know? I've only been documenting my life for 4 years. It's probably in the first episode somewhere. I started out the podcast mentally unwell, very mentally unstable. And I would say that that's gotten worse. It's also gotten better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yes.
For sure.
For
It has
sure.
gotten better.
Totally.
So excited about
Because
that.
check this out. I've fucking finally rebranded my podcast and I'm
Right.
sitting here on camera with a producer, not in my home. I'm wearing a fucking bra.
Right.
I mentioned earlier that I've got blush on. I don't know if you remember that, but I think it's important to bring up one more time. So obviously my medicine is medicining.
Yeah.
I would give a lot of credit to ketamine.
Yes.
One of my favorite things now in my life, again, 4 years ago, I would have never gotten a text message from my mom that said, please do ketamine tonight.
Right.
Please do ketamine tonight.
Please take a trip. Would you please
Would you
take your
just
little
please
trip?
bon fucking voyage? Get out of here. But that's something that happens.
Pretty
Not
every-
bi-weekly. I was in bi-weekly. Hell no.
Every
I
3
wish. Every
days.
3 days. And
And then again on the 4th day, and then sometimes
then on the fifth day when I
because
still
she
haven't done the ketamine.
Still hadn't done it, but
You
we
would
stay on
think
it.
everybody talks about ketamine treatments, which if you're old here or if you're new here, quick ketamine recap, it is used for, I mean, it's a horse tranquilizer, so it's used for that. But it's used for PTSD, anxiety, what do they
Depression.
call it? Resistant depression.
Mm-hmm.
It literally has it on my like prescription. And by the way, they call them a troche. So instead of like they call them like a dissolvable capsule or this or that, they call it I've never heard of this word. It's a troche. And I think it's because it's actually atrocious. It's fucking disgusting. Everybody's like, oh, you're going to get addicted to ketamine. You're going to get addicted to Adderall. And I'm like, first of all, I can't remember to take my Adderall. I like need to take an Adderall to remember to take an Adderall. And I hate ketamine. People do this recreationally. They pay for it. I mean, I guess I pay for it too, but like
Yeah, but I don't think they're putting it in their mouth and taking it
No,
like you are.
they're
so
snorting it, and I think you can buy it in like lavender scent.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
It's-
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
different.
And I say I think because I know.
We love honesty.
You can purchase lavender scented ketamine and snort it, folks, recreationally
Ow.
if you want to.
No, thank you.
I personally do it via doctor prescription, and it tastes disgusting. I wish mine was lavender flavored or strawberry or anything other than what it is. I have to hold it in my mouth for an hour, and then I blow up like a balloon, but my bones still stay like wires. I become a giant.
You do a funny dance too.
I do a cute little dance.
It's so
It's like a
cute.
little waltz.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's
Dance it
cute.
out. Yeah.
Maybe I need to do an episode on ketamine.
As your producer, I didn't hear that.
That's fine. A lot of my listeners have selective hearing too. So yeah, I'm actually doing better. I would say that ketamine doesn't help at all for ADHD symptoms. So that's tough. I'm really starting to settle into the fact that that's going to be ruining my life until I die. But I'm not as depressed. So that's cool.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's amazing.
Actually, you say you're not as depressed. I'll go further. I feel like you're just almost back to normal in just
What's normal for Elena though? Like, and when was the
Well-
last time you experienced her? And what was she like? What did she smell like? Tell me more about her. Tell me everything about her. Start at the beginning. Don't skip anything.
You're sitting right beside me. And what everybody sees and hears right now is what normal Elena is more like. And
I feel
I-
like they thought that this was what I was like before, though. I'm really good at masking.
well, honestly, the triggering events from, say, even the trauma of just being on Big Brother, just that stress and that environment itself is triggering. And then your toxic relationship.
It must be. It made my fucking hair fall out.
It did. It
Mm.
did. She lost hair.
All
on
my
that-
hair.
Yeah.
So much hair.
Length and volume. But also
It was fucking crooked in the back. It was honky tonk.
Oh,
It
it-
started up high and went down lower.
it was strange. But and
Thank
then
you.
your toxic relationship, all those things are triggers, and triggers to somebody who has the issues that you have, that you were born with, that it's not your fault, and you had
Yeah,
nothing
it's
to do
actually your
with.
fault because you're the one
It's
out here getting
actually
raw dogged by somebody who's
not my fault.
got severe bipolar disorder.
Well, it's your father's fault. so don't
Exactly, but
blame
you're the
me.
one that slept with him.
Well, okay, daughter, move on.
Okay.
So, anyway, all those things triggered you, and I think that's what
You
got
couldn't
your
have swallowed
going.
me. I mean, come on, Mom.
No, you were
Fine.
meant to be here. Look,
I know because all these people wouldn't be laughing right now if it wasn't for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody's got to do it.
That's right. So you're
Somebody's
supposed
got to
be
post
here.
these thirst traps on Instagram. It's me.
It's you.
Me and this ass. Which, by the way, I have literally turned into an entire brand.
Your ass.
All right. Get there.
I mean, that's impressive.
It is. I kissed my own ass and turned it into a podcast. I literally have my lips tattooed on my butt. And that is, if you're wearing merch right now, it's on your person, which I hope you are, by the way. It's MiscELENAeous.com. You can click shop all and buy merch. Please.
It is cute.
It is so cute. It's very cute. More merch to come.
All
we
they
got
have to do is
fuck
take
the
a-
salad. Fuck the salad coming your way.
take a picture of your QR code on your cap.
Yeah, please.
It'll take them right to the link.
Please watch me. Don't just listen to me. And then QR code on the screen, my hat, and or click the show notes because I assume that'll be in it, right,
Yeah,
Madeline?
It will.
Madeline does stuff. But yeah. Anyway, what were we talking about? The fact that I'm not as depressed.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, I started the podcast. I think I mentioned this, but I started the podcast completely without the support of a network. And it sounded awful, by the way. And now I'm in a studio and I have a Madeline. Madeline, tell us a little bit about yourself. We would love to get to
Yeah.
know you, just
Oh
to
my
touch. Like,
goodness.
give us some Madeline trivia. What's interesting about you?
Wow. It's like when you go to a job interview and they're just like, tell us about yourself. And
Yeah, I
you
know.
have no
This is
idea.
actually a job interview.
actually
You're not
is.
officially hired yet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
This is a trial run.
Yeah. So Something about me. I would say I'm like a hot geek, if that makes sense.
Ooh,
Like
okay.
I play Dungeons and Dragons, so I'm a dungeon mother, which can be taken in multiple different ways.
We're gonna have to dive into that
yeah,
at
watch
some point.
yourself. Yeah. I love comic books.
Oh my gosh, she's geeky.
I am kind of geeky, but
She is hot. We can confirm. Y'all
Oh,
can't
thank
see her
you.
yet, but she will at some point be visible.
maybe, or it's just
Ooh, or could you just be
elusive.
like a mystery to everyone?
Yes.
That's kind of sexy.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
Okay. I'm just a mystery. We'll never know.
That's fun.
That's interesting.
Plus, also, I love the extra eyes on me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I love attention.
Yeah.
If you didn't know.
This isn't new.
No.
news.
I've
not
never
new news.
like been known for my subtlety. People try to be mean to me online. They're like, "You just want attention," and I'm like, "I know."
Yes,
Yeah.
you're right.
You're
you
so
do
right.
Pay attention.
And thank you for number one noticing that and saying something. Thank you for being here and giving me attention. I don't even care if it's negative attention. I like it.
yeah,
I like that.
Self-love.
I love that you are either
interactive.
inspired by me or bothered by me. I find it to be fantastic. There, honestly, a lot of my haters interact with me more than the people that like me, and even if they're mean, I'm just like, thank you for being here. Like, thank you for being here. People will read my comments on an Instagram post. They're like, why don't you delete all these mean comments of people calling you a cunt and telling you to kill yourself? And I'm like, engagement. I mean,
Engagement.
brands that are out here wanting to hire me, they're not like reading the comments. They're just seeing that I have 2,000 comments. If half of those comments are mean, what do they know? They're not reading them. They're just like, she's got 3% engagement. Looks great.
Good.
Give her money.
Right.
I'm actually excited to be working with you because I'm in like this new, because I'm recently single, like a couple months back.
Okay.
So I'm just kind of in this period of like figuring myself out and self-love. And I just feel like you kind of emanate that. So I'm excited to just kind of get my girl power on.
Oh, listen. Remember when we were at Ulta that day? And that
Yeah.
sales lady
I've been
came
out here just like giving people life advice, whether they want it or not. I'm like, listen,
She was throwing down some stuff. It just blew my mind.
you're
It was-
on your own
At
path.
Ulta?
Yeah.
Yes, and it was amazing.
You know how it started is
wish
I
had
wanted
recorded it.
it started because I was trying to decide if I wanted to which Charlotte Tilbury highlight I wanted to buy. And she was like, well, this one, blah, 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 and this one, blah, blah, blah. And I was going back and forth. And I looked at her and I go, you know what? I want both. Give me both. If you can't decide, get both. And then instantly I was like, this is the cool thing about being single in your 30s is you can buy 2 Charlotte Tilbury highlighters. It doesn't matter that they're $46 each because you don't have kids. You don't have a husband. You know what I mean? Like, I can, number one, nobody can tell me how to spend my money except for Dallas, my financial assistant person. But yeah, I was like, I'm single. I'm in my 30s. I would have never hoped for this in my life, but it's the coolest thing in the world. I got a pink custom closet. I talk in a microphone for a living and like talk about masturbating and no one can tell me to shut up. Not even my mom. She's actually a huge fan. Crickets.
Just so long as I don't have to watch it, then, you know.
The other day, my mom walked into my house.
This was funny.
Fuck. She does just be walking in. And I was I asleep or watching TV or just on
You
my
were on
phone?
your
I was just on my
phone.
phone laying there. I didn't like move. I was not inspired to like get out of bed when she came in. And she walked in. What was in my lap?
It's your little vape.
It was like my weed pen. And my mom was like, is that your vibrator? I gotta get out of here. And I was like, no.
That's pretty tiny.
Yeah. I was like,
I
what do
only
you
saw
think I'm
part
working
of
with?
it. I didn't
And
want
then
to
I
pick it
think-
up and, you know, discover it. So.
It has. I've been keeping this like it has this like foam thing around it, and I always like my toxic trait is dropping my weed pen, especially for whatever reason, like in my backyard. And then I don't know why I do have a large car, but like it can't just have been dropped and I find it later. It's dropped, I run over it and I find it later. So I've been keeping this foam thing around it. So it's like it definitely looked bigger and it was a weird shape and a weird color.
Yes.
So
all that.
yeah, but that actually has never happened, and that is a thing I'm grateful for.
Same.
Same. Same.
Don't want
Because
to.
I'm open and we talk about things and we can giggle about it, but like I don't
I
really
don't
want
gotta
you to
watch it.
walk in
I
on
don't
me
wanna watch it.
masturbating. It's
And-
not going to be something I enjoy.
I got the code to your front door.
I
Come
know.
on in, but
That's why every time she walks in my house, she goes, "Front door, Lily, tell your mom I'm here. Mama, grandma's here. Tell your mom."
Yep,
I think she is genuinely afraid that I'm going to be in there like
Well-
flicking my bean.
or something. I don't know.
What else would I be? I mean, what else weird? Like,
Well, I don't know.
okay. To be fair, the fact that you're not sure but still worried makes sense for me.
Well, just cautious. I'm not worried. Just cautious.
Yeah.
Trying to be prepared.
I think my Paxton, my half brother, always said if it has Davies attached to it, just be cautious.
Yeah, you should. I agree.
Again, don't know how we got here. I think we were talking about Madeline. We were.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's entering her self-love era.
Mhm.
She's joining the misfits. And here's the thing about her. She's a true misfit. She's a hot geek. That
True.
is a misfit.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's unique.
Mhm.
She's got a unique set of skills. I know that because she edited my trailer video and made me look pretty cute, even though that wasn't some of my best work. I don't do well scripted, folks.
It was cute.
It was.
I thought it was really cute.
I texted my mom after. I was like, "Is this okay?" And she's like, "Well."
Oh, I did not.
And I screenshot it and I texted to Madeline. She goes, "Mom, with the honesty,
Yeah. Keep
Mom-
it real.
keeping it real."
Well, that wasn't what you asked me, but yeah, I thought it was cute.
But it's for the plot, Mom. Let me be dramatic.
Okay.
Jesus.
All right, go for it.
Thank you.
Dive deep.
Madeline, I'm happy for you to be here. I think that this is a beautiful fit.
Me too. Me too.
I think you will learn a lot from me.
I'm excited.
Maybe not,
life
but I'm
advice.
just, again, putting it out there. I think you will learn to love yourself and embrace, if you don't already, how weird you are.
Oh,
And
for
and by
sure.
weird, I mean like cool.
Yeah.
like
no, for-
unique.
yeah. Mhm.
You know, that's the coolest thing about all of us is that we're us. That's the only thing in the world that no one else can do better than you is be you. There's always going to be somebody with a better ass. There's going to be somebody better at app development. I don't know what other things people do. I just know the ass thing because I do it.
And app development.
Ass and app development.
Yep.
That's all you need.
Yep.
Or one or the other. I do the ass thing personally. I can't develop an app for shit. I can't even fucking run my own podcast anymore.
I guess it'd have to be golf for me.
Golf for you.
That's
That
interesting.
somebody would be better at that than me.
Oh.
People are better at that than you for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, but you know who's not better at being Eugenia? Anyone.
Everyone.
The structure of that sentence wasn't great. I hope that's what people like about me, that I'm a shit show. I
They
hope
do
I
like
hope
that
I
about
hope they
you.
listen to my podcast and think, if Elena's bad at her job, then I can show up today and be bad at my job.
That's right. And
I
still,
just always want to be an inspiration.
and still get paid.
Yeah.
Still
So
get
they say
paid.
shit on the clock, guys.
It's all about
Cry on
it's
the
all about
clock.
pay.
Cry on the clock.
I like that. Cry on the clock.
Cry on the clock. Should that be on a shirt?
Yeah, cry on the clock.
Cry on the clock.
Fuck
Fuck
the
the salad.
These are good.
If y'all don't buy this shit, I'm literally gonna be mad. Mad. Mad.
Cute stuff that's already out there.
I know. I will say this about the future of miscellaneous merch. It's very miscellaneous right now. There's mostly stuff that's like miscellaneous branded. But as we move forward in life and in the podcast, we will have more like miscellaneous stuff. And I mean that in the true sense of the word.
Yeah.
Like stuff that's kind of just random and fun and funny that hopefully you can buy your friend for Christmas, because that's a great way to support me and also be kind to your friends.
Yeah.
And
What
they
are we talking? Like what kind of missile? Like are we talking like, like the sticky hands that you like smack against the wall? Like are we talking like
no, but that's on the list now. I'm hoping for definitely weird shit, but then also as far as like sweatshirts, apparel, hats go, that there's gonna be fuck the salad. What was the other one?
Cry
Cry on the clock.
Yeah, cry on the clock.
Luckily, we recorded this, so even if we didn't remember it,
Yeah, we can remember it later.
yeah, we can always remember it later. But yeah, just kind of like funnier, relatable, sarcastic, cheeky little like sayings, phone cases, just cute stuff. I have some other plans, and I like am tempted to say it just
Yeah,
because.
keep them in suspense.
Yeah, but I think like
is there a teaser? Enough of a teaser?
yeah, it's
for-
dope shit.
Okay. Well,
It's dope shit.
Okay. I think we caught that message then.
and
Oh, yeah.
and other fun stuff. I mean, don't fucking limit me, guys. I really want to, and maybe this is just more manifestation. I kind of want to move away from creating a ton of sponsored content on Instagram. Not that I don't love it, and not that I don't like work with brands that I genuinely truly love. I had a conversation with an influencer, another creator the other day, and she was like, yeah, I just like I'm so tired of working with brands on Instagram. Just like hate them all, and like it's just shit I don't like. And I'm like, why are you working with them then?
Yeah.
Especially because she has like other forms of income. No, I know, that's what I'm saying. I genuinely work with brands I love.
Right.
It's just there's only so much that Elena can do. Like her capacity is so much lower than like a normal human being. Like a neuro, like what it's the neurotypical person. I only know the other one because I'm not. Yeah, I'm like a non-neurodivergent person.
Yeah,
a neurotypical person. And I can't post original content on Instagram and then also post on my OnlyFans and then also have a podcast and then also do ads for my podcast and then also text my friends back.
It's a lot. That's a full plate.
And masturbate. Not in this economy.
It's tough.
But I'm doing it anyway.
Well, it's up to the people.
I know. I wouldn't be here without them.
We need the people.
The people are.
We need the misfits.
We need the misfits.
The misfits camp needs to grow.
I know. Tell your friends. Tell your friends to be a misfit.
They're missing out. Hey, your misfits have a trip. Y'all took a trip last year. And I mean, it's not like it's just they have to listen to a podcast. There's fun things involved for being a misfit.
Yeah, you can also subscribe to my OnlyFans.
And
I'll even give you a friends and family discount.
Okay. And then also trips.
And trips. Yeah, we'll go on trips. We've done one misfit vacation. We went to Costa Rica. There was like 8 or 9 girls that joined. It was literally a terrible vacation, but the best time. The trip itself, like logistically, wasn't my favorite, but it was like my first one, trial and error. And I'm glad the girls that went on it did because they are the true, like, love Elena OG misfits. So they're just like happy to be there with me. And like, I could be like, I'm sorry, this isn't perfect. And they're like, it's okay, we love you. But that's how you learn. So yeah, more misfit vacations to come. They'll just get bigger, better, wetter. Hurricane Harbor. I guess that's only funny if you're from DFW. Sorry, guys. Yeah. I used to watch this TV show, Psych. I bet I've talked about it on here.
Great show.
Do you love Psych?
I love Psych.
So good. So I started watching it when I was in college, and I was also less like culturally competent and like I had very little like worldly experience and just.
She led a sheltered life.
Thanks, Eugenia. So the sentiment here is, the anecdote here is, the show is a little bit older. The characters at the time are a little bit older. Like I was 23 and they were 30. And so there was a lot of like 80s jokes, references throughout the show. And like I didn't understand them, but I knew they were funny. Like I knew it was funny. So I would just laugh. Like I didn't get the joke, but I was like, I bet that was funny. Like that's a funny character. That guy's funny. A lot of his other jokes I understand are really funny. I bet this joke is funny. So that being said, just please laugh at my jokes, even if you don't get it. Just kind of assume and know and rest assured, have the blind faith I need you to have in me that it's funny.
It is funny.
That it's just funny. You know?
It's offbeat sometimes.
Sure.
Some of your humor.
Yeah. I'm glad you like Psych.
Yeah.
We have a lot in common so far.
So far.
You're hot and you like Psych. I'm hot and I like Psych.
Yeah. That's another shirt. I'm hot and I like Psych.
Honestly, this podcast is now just...
It's just a brainstorm.
Yeah, it's a brainstorm session for merch. This is just I'm just making sound bites for merch. Okay? I'm talking so that y'all will spend $50 on a sweatshirt. Thank you.
What fun things do you have planned then for your brand new podcast? What?
Bitch, I wish I knew.
Well, you were telling us about a few things that
I do have a few things. So, I mean, obviously.
And you got a telephone number.
I have a telephone number. Does that thing work? I'm so Elena. I am so myself sometimes. It is shocking. I really downloaded a Google Voice number for this. And I spent more time trying to pick out the perfect phone number than I have trying to operate the the number itself to figure out how to do it.
Did it
I've
work?
never had a Google number.
Yeah.
I haven't tried it. I haven't called it. I don't know if anybody's left a voicemail.
Yeah, we should do that.
We should check that out
We
sometime.
we definitely need to check it out. You
And I'm
probably
like
have some
posting about
messages.
it. I've like, it was in my trailer. I put it on the internet. I'm like, hey, give me a call. It might not work. The call might not go through. I don't know.
Well, we'll find out today after we record. Let's go pull some phone messages.
There probably aren't any phone number. Probably doesn't.
I have a feeling there are, knowing your fans.
Yeah,
I have a
maybe.
feeling
My
there
hope
are.
is though that we can use the phone line, the voicemail. That'll be fun so that if we have any future misfit, I mean, god damn, it's just my own brand and I can't get the words right. Mishaps. If my misfits have any mishaps, like we've done in the past, sex mishaps, dating mishaps, holiday mishaps, work mishaps, whatever, that you can call in and
Those are
tell your
good.
story. If you're not comfortable with that, you can also still like email. And we'll do a call to action for those things. Like when we know that want to do an episode coming up. Also, if you just like have one, like send it. Like don't be shy while it's while it's top of mind. But also like just now don't take advantage of me. Okay, like be respectful. But I wouldn't mind if y'all just like get drunk and like give me a little ring-a-ling.
Ring-a-ding-ding.
Yeah, and just leave me a little message. Like if you have something to say, if you're funny, like if you bring something to the table, don't just.
Drop
I
it on the
mean, you
line.
can call and fart. Do something that
But also, if you know you've got a guest coming on,
yeah,
You
y'all
know,
can
you-
call in and ask
and
questions.
leave some questions for that guest too. So that's
Totally.
a perfect way.
You can
of-
ask questions to me for just whatever. You
Yeah,
can
ask Elena
you can call. You can leave a voicemail and yell at me, correct me. What did I do wrong? Make fun of me.
No, I don't think that'll happen. But I guess
No,
they
it
could.
will. I mean, it will at some point. It might be hilarious. Who
Could
knows?
be.
Maybe somebody will tell me I have elderly kneecaps again. You know?
Bizarre thing to say, but yes, I saw
Oh
that.
my goodness.
You know, whatever. We'll be bringing back mishaps. I love mishaps. I'm thinking, like, what if we do mishaps regularly? What if we do every week we have a mishap? I mean, I mishap a lot.
Daily,
I mishap daily.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I like it. I think it's a good plan.
So do you
So
have a
you-
mishap?
So you get to tell on yourself, and then if your misfits have some, then we get to share theirs.
Yeah, and Madeline's always going to be here, so I'm going to make her expose herself as well.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all have any mishaps? What have you mishapped this week?
Wow. See, you put us on the spot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. If I think of something, I will blurt it out right in the middle of everything, if that's okay.
Yeah, it's your podcast. See what you want.
Miss Eugene.
Yes.
Ooh.
We have some creativity sitting across the table here.
I know. Thank God
I
for
know.
Madeline.
Thanks, guys.
She's just going to run the show. I'm just here.
Yeah. Thank you.
I know. Dead ass.
Glad she's
There's a
here.
chance this podcast is
It's
going to be
gonna
good.
succeed.
There is a chance. Woo!
Man, I love the faith that y'all have in me.
Totally.
Love it.
Yeah. And how much faith do you have in me, though?
I have a lot.
Do you
actually.
really?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, I think this has legs.
Legs.
Awesome.
Those are so important.
I agree because they hold up the ass.
They do. They do.
She is a perfect
They
fit.
get you all around the place. They hold up your butt.
It's a
That's
good
not
thing.
wrong. Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Oh, I kind of have.
Oh, perfect.
I just thought about it. So
It's always good when it starts with a pause and a
So I love to give. Like gift giving is just I love to do that for people, even though I don't ever really receive them myself, which also makes me angry because I'm kind of a princess. So like, please give me a gift.
Yeah, please give me a
You know
gift.
that doesn't.
So is that your love language for giving and receiving? Like you love
I mean, it's
both?
one of them
Yeah.
for sure. I feel like having one love language doesn't make sense. I think you have like
No.
maybe a top 3.
I agree. And there's only 5, but I still I'll honestly look at that list and be like, yep, yes, 100%, and for sure.
Yeah.
Like I'm all 5.
So, I have a friend who I also have kind of liked, but I feel like that ship has kind of sailed for me. But so for like Christmas and for his birthday, he loves hockey. So I was just like, I'll get him some Dallas Stars tickets. And I'm like, well, that's, nice of me because they're not inexpensive. And so there was this little bit of like, I got 2 and I was like, well, maybe he'll ask me to go with him. We'll see. But I also prefaced, I said, these are your tickets to kind of do with whatever. And so I texted him like a couple days. This was this week. So on Tuesday they had like a Dallas and the Seattle Krakens hockey game. And so
I'm sorry, is there a team name called Krakens?
Yeah, Seattle Krakens.
No.
Yes.
Absolutely not. Immediately no.
I
Is
didn't
this
know
a new
that.
team? I used to watch hockey.
Nope.
And by watch hockey, I mean I used to be in their bottle service.
Yeah. You did.
I'm like, Tyler Sagan, can I have another glass of champagne? And he's like, your boobs are big. And I'm like, I know. That's like the extent of our conversation.
Oh my goodness. But
Krakens. The what sea Krakens? The Seattle ones?
Yeah, Seattle Krakens.
Seattle Krakens.
Mhm.
What is a kraken?
I don't know.
Is, there, is it a thing?
Yeah, it's a sea monster.
Ah,
Are you joking around with me
So
right
it's
now?
not a real sea monster.
This is
It's
like a
fictitious,
This is a-
Yes.
mythical.
mythical. Yes.
no,
mythical.
a methodical creature.
Did I say that? Did I
No, but there's a podcast on bar stools because these girls and this is a conversation that two girls that are hired by bar
Oh.
stools
I saw it.
because I posted on my Instagram because I was
but
so
saw
upset about
before
it.
that. Yeah, go ahead though.
Questioning if dinosaurs were real, how they are no longer real. They missed the whole like meteor thing. And then they were like, yeah, are dinosaurs real or are they just like methodical creatures? And the girl's like, I don't know. Like, I want to believe they're real, but like at the same time, I don't know if they're real. And I'm like, this conversation is off to a bad start. They didn't even know they said methodical.
They did say something else that was pretty,
Except like the whole conversation was dumb.
to quote what people used to say, having blonde moments. And I hate to even say that because I think that's such a,
Yeah, I'm triggered.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
I'm like,
But
wow,
anyway.
mom, did you have a blonde baby or no?
well, the point is, that's what they used to say. But yes, they were just spiraling in this.
It's funny though because it's
nonsense.
two girls that have the podcast and they have a producer and you could see like the producer being like,
Where are we
yeah,
going?
they were wiped out by a meteor. Like looking at them like, am I really, this is my job? Y'all are the ones that are talking in microphones and I'm just like clicking the buttons. Why am I? No.
Yeah.
Bar stools.
It was pretty bad.
Anyway,
But back to Seattle Krakens.
back to the fucking mythological
I don't know.
Krakens.
The more I think about this, I don't know if it's a mishap, but we'll see. We'll see. I think it's just a personal mishap, which I guess is what this is.
Yeah. I'm
Anyway.
sorry. That Krakens thing really got me.
No,
I were really left on that, but
I understand.
Krakens.
So, he didn't invite me, which I was just like, that's fine. That's fine.
That is not fine with me, but
But
continue.
no, like what, processing, I'm like, well, I did buy the tickets and I could have said like, hey, I want you to go with me. I did not. I said, these are tickets for you. And so I was expecting like maybe he would take a family member, maybe a potential love interest, I don't know, or like his sister. And I was just like, okay, great. So then I text him after the game and I'm like, how was it? Did you enjoy it? And he goes, well, I didn't go. I gave it to my family.
Oh no.
And so it's one of those things where like I did say you could kind of do, but at the same time, it's like
that's
I
rude.
gifted those to you and
for your benefit.
yeah.
Because I know you're a fan of hockey.
Right. And so the thing is like he did say he may have been a little sick, but at the same time, if you had known, tell me days prior so I could have gone
Right.
or I could have sold them. It's more like a friend mishap that I'm not going to, it's a lesson for me that I'm not going to get a bunch of expensive gifts
Mhm.
for people and it just not work out.
Right.
So
you can
that's-
buy me expensive gifts. I'll appreciate
Okay,
them.
great.
Yeah, I'll take you with me on any expensive
So
gift
I'm not wrong,
experiences.
right?
No,
Like,
that's
are not
really fucked
wrong.
up and weird.
Not
Okay.
wrong at all.
Like everything about
That's
it's weird.
thoughtless.
Everything
Thoughtless
about it's weird. How long have you been quote friends with this human?
Almost 4 years.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
so
very
like at the
thoughtless.
start of the MiscELENaeous podcast, Madeline and this man were friends, and she buys him Stars tickets because he's a fan.
Well, he's fan of the Stars and the Kraken, so like it was a
It was a
Wow,
why-
it was a
yeah.
fucking double feature.
that's why I got those
and
particular
he didn't go.
yeah.
He
Oh wow.
originally I was mad because before he even said it, I knew you were about to say he didn't take you, and it's icky. It would have been maybe better if he like took a guy friend or like his brother or his
Well, that's what I
dad or
was expecting.
something.
Yeah, I was just like,
Ma-
even if you like, you don't have to take me, but I was like, I bought those tickets back in September.
Girl, she planned for this.
Mm,
It's really thoughtful.
mm-mm.
So then I was worried that he was gonna have taken a love interest.
Mhm. That
I'd-
would have hurt too.
That would have sucked. But like you didn't even go, bro. You didn't even go. Like a little sick, like how sick? contagious? Was there a fever involved? Can we call him in? I've got questions. What's his number?
Punch his number up.
Because he literally could have just been like, hey, I'm sick. Do you want these tickets?
Right.
And like maybe I can try to go another time.
Like a guy I work with is a Stars fan. I could have given it to him and his wife, and they could have gone because they just had a baby. So like they could have, so like there was multiple
night.
steps. Yeah, there was
Sure.
multiple steps that I was kind of like,
Oh.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but this guy's canceled.
Mm-hmm.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah.
That's my mishap.
Oh, that one is sad though.
Yeah,
I
usually
didn't mean
they're
to
not
bring the
good.
mood down.
No, it's just wrong.
Yeah.
People need to be thoughtful. They need to think
But they
before they do
don't.
something. But they don't.
Because that was the thing is like literally on Sunday, I said, let me transfer the tickets over to you because I use Ticketmaster. And like he wouldn't have been able to get in, without him. And he was just like, I'm so excited for this. And so I was expecting, something.
Oh.
And then literally, day after, I was like, how'd you enjoy it? Because, I watched a little bit of the highlights of the game and everything because I love hockey too. I was kind of it was also like it was kind of a gift for me too because I wanted to like go, but at the same time, but yeah, so
Wow.
yeah.
This is why I put zero effort into any human.
Mm-hmm.
No effort.
Well,
None.
you put it in when the right one's there, I guess.
When has
Yeah.
the right one been there?
Well, you don't know until you try, though, and so I applaud you for trying. That
Yeah.
it was
Yeah,
a great.
I mean,
You're a generous person and
Yeah.
kind, and
you stayed true to who you were
That's
in
right.
that experience.
it's all on
And
him.
you now learned a lesson and you're applying it to your future. And
Mhm.
so you did the best you could with a guy who sucks.
Look at you spilling some live truth
Yeah.
there, baby.
I felt like I was lying through the whole thing.
No, it sounded very good.
I was really making that one up as I go.
Were you?
Yeah, I was winging it.
Mhm.
That sucks.
Yep. that
Not a
does.
fan. I mean, I really am so sorry, but it's a sea creature. Is that what it is?
Yeah, a
s-
kraken.
A sea
I've heard of a
creature?
kraken.
Yeah.
I've heard of a kraken.
Is it
I just
like
couldn't
more
figure out
human?
why.
So, no,
vibes?
no. It's a big octopus.
It's like an okay,
and it has like a beak.
a beak.
Which
And why do they want that to be there?
Yeah, like there's so many different species.
I feel like at some point we should just like go through all like the football, baseball, all the weird
mascots. Yeah, I couldn't
And like
remember the
do a
name.
tier list.
Should we do
Ooh.
like a bracket style, like the
Yes.
who wins the best like team name mascot?
I wrote it down.
Thank you. God bless Matt. Apparently you can eat. Okay, so I googled kraken and like literally stuff that pops up is like Cajun kraken in Fresno. Like you can eat it. I mean, I don't think
Did you
that's.
do a C or a K?
I did a C,
It's a K.
not a BY. There did a few. The first few things that came up were like weird big octopuses,
Yeah, that's it.
octopussies. A kraken like with an E at the end too.
Yes, yeah. KRA.
Yeah, and sadly, I don't even get to look at krakens because now it's just these dumb hockey players.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hockey players for the most part are pretty attractive.
They are. It's just a bummer when I like have these expectations to see a sea monster,
And then you don't.
and all I see are fucking number 14 and 12.
I mean, that's how I feel.
But maybe they're single. Maybe they would appreciate some tickets to a hockey game.
Probably.
They'd probably be like, I do this every weekend, so
Right.
I'm gonna not.
Do you want to go to a baseball game? What sports do you like?
Yeah, but tell me what sports.
What sports do you like? Do you
Like-
want to go to Tyler Sagan's bottle service? I know a guy. I am not meant to work. Let me find a rich husband who will leave often and cheat on me, but still come home.
And I can play while he's gone.
Yeah. I'm just like, oh, you feel bad about cheating on me? That's fine. What's your credit card number? I've passed that. I think I do deserve true love. And Mom, I am a rich man.
Yes. And honestly, that used to be my prayer for you.
I know. This is
And
actually a great
It literally
anecdote.
is.
Get into it.
I did used to pray that
I too prayed to the goddess Cher.
I wanted her to have
Every night.
Yeah.
I wanted her to have a rich husband because I just didn't want her to have to struggle, and I wanted her to, just be cared for and taken care of and all of that. And then I realized how successful she was and how successful she had been on her Instagram and all of her other ventures that she had done. And it hit my head one day. I was like, she doesn't need a rich man. Why am I praying for a rich man. She's just fine. I wanted her to be independent, know how to take care of herself and not have to depend on someone else that could break her heart or dump her or whatever, because you can't trust everybody all the time. But
you can trust literally 0 people 100% of the time.
Well, I mean, you
that
should
is
be
the
able-
one thing I know. Trust 0 people 100% of the time.
Well, I know you've been burnt, and you
Lil
have
Wayne
been burnt.
literally says, "Don't even trust yourself." I trust him in that
Okay.
sentiment.
But you don't need no damn rich man. Now, if one comes along, that's okay.
I'm not mad about it. Yeah.
But that'll be all right.
You know how rich people stay rich? They spend other people's money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm in my bag, but I'm in his too. That's why every time you see me, I got some new shoes. Anyway, what were we talking about before the rich man thing?
Well,
That should be the title of my podcast. What were we talking about? Wait, do we need to do another rebrand?
No, this one took a while. Let's stick with this one for a bit.
Okay.
I like it. I think
I
it's
do
good.
too. I think we're
and
cute.
besides miscellaneous stuff, just rolling out, just throwing things here and there, and just letting the
Hey,
conversation
you don't have
take
to
us
convince
everywhere.
me that it's clever and
It works.
yeah.
What was
weird.
that sticker on the window of your car? Was that a mishap? That big old sticker.
No,
that
it's
was on-
somebody else's fucking mishap.
What was that?
I made a really
Parked in a bad spot?
responsible decision to not drive home drunk one night. And I got my car the next day and it had a giant green sticker, the kind that you can't like peel off. It just turns to white under sticker. And it's literally, I don't know, 4x3.
Yeah, it's big.
And it covers my side mirror. So I can't see out of my left
The driver's window.
window mirror thing.
You can't
What?
look in your side mirror.
Yeah.
But
And I'm like,
you tried to peel it off, I could tell. But
yeah, who's out here in Fort Worth
wow.
putting parking stickers on people's car? Because it would have been safer had I just driven home drunk that night rather than driving around for the following 3 weeks, month
not
with
being
that
able
not
to
being
see.
able to see. And like, well, I don't have a razor blade and Gooby Gone.
That's creepy. Where? What?
It was in like just like West 7th area in Fort Worth. Like not like in a parking spot. And it wasn't even like it's not like it wasn't a ticket. It was like a warning. It was like, hey, if your car is still here by tomorrow at 9 a.m., we're going to give you a ticket. Again, I would
And it
have
was
rather
a sticker.
a giant sticker. And I would have
She's
rather,
not exaggerating. It literally was probably 4x4.
I would have rather just paid. I would have rather paid $75 for a ticket than had the sticker on my car.
It's pretty big.
I feel like I just use my podcast and my Instagram to complain.
Oh, you sure did.
I always do.
Well, who else are you going to complain to but the people who love
You.
I know. Oh,
So you have to
well,
hear it twice.
She's like,
Well-
I need a break.
Welcome to my world.
You have to hear it
everybody.
twice. I tell you, and then you are like the first one to listen to my podcast. So then you're like, oh, here she goes again. My old producer just texted me. She was only my producer for like 2 days.
Ran her off quick, didn't you?
Yep. That's what I do.
Good job, baby.
Madeline.
I'm getting paid to stay. So.
All right. That's all I need. That's all I need. Okay. Did we do an episode?
Yeah.
Now did we do it?
Yes.
We did it.
Awesome.
I did it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
2.0.
Do you want to buy me something?
Lunch.
I'll take it.
Okay.
All right, guys, we have to go eat. And I might have to poop.
Oh,
So
that's interesting. So
it's not that interesting. You
Tell
do it
them
every
where
day.
You can find you.
Oh, right. I'm like, hey, guys, time to wrap up the podcast because I have to poop. Bye. Madeline's like, do you want to maybe promote it? Sure. So I would love if you would rate, review, subscribe. My preference is that you say something positive. But again, I can't go back on my word. I'll take the negative attention as well. It's just the fact that there is a rating involved kind of does fuck with me. But stay true to you, speak from the heart. Please also subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's MiscELENAeous. If you don't know how to spell that, me either. My Instagram is at Elena Davies. Everything is going to be like linked there. I have a website and stuff. So you can click on it.
and go check out your merch.
Yes, and that's the other thing. I would really love for you to buy my merch. Am I coming on too strong, Madeline? Do you think I'm being too demanding? Should I be like a little more gentle in my please? If you like my merch, I would love for you to consider investing in a piece of merch.
Yeah, I think now you have two different audiences, you know, people who like the demanding and then who like the soft-spoken. So
Yeah.
I think you've hit everyone.
All right, perfect. So
Sounds good.
thanks, guys.
Yay. Good job,
Thanks.
baby.
And see you next Tuesday.